Alright, I am back and I figured out what I need to do. So, first things first, I need to tin up these wires. And then gotta solder some stuff up. So, first thing first, gotta tin all of these wires. You can do it differently than I do. This is how I do it. I'm not great at soldering by any means, but this is how I do it. And it works well enough. I have yet to have a solder break, so just kind of gotta look and see if it's a good solder or not. You can usually tell if it's not going to connect. And that one was a fine solder, so at least for my standards. Some people have higher standards than I do. And that's fine for them. Great, they know how to solder better than I do, so any critiques on how I'm doing it would be greatly appreciated. Because, and again, I haven't been soldering for long, so I don't know most things that you would expect me to know. So, totally good with anybody who's willing to give me tips. Anybody. I don't care. If you know how to solder, great, let me know anything that I don't know already, or that you don't think I know. Be great to know more. Because boy, do I not claim to know much. I know how it works, and other than that, I don't know a whole heck of a lot. So, got that done. Now, gotta take this wire here, tin it, and then just put it on this plate, and then solder it in. Just let it sit there, take a few seconds, and we'll solder right in. And now, if I put in batteries, it should theoretically rev. So, yeah, that is how I did it. You just solder this wire to this little post down there, to the motor, and then red goes under the motor, around through here. I used a little bit of extension because it was not long enough. Then I attached it to this blue one. And then the blue one runs down to the rev switch, and then white takes it back to the motors. So, that is how I did this. Theoretically, it should work now, just fine. So, that is how I wired this up. This is everything stock in it, and that's just the way I like it. Eventually I may mod it, I may not, we'll see. But, now it's just as simple as reassembling the blaster. So, shove the wires back down in the wire channels. Which isn't too hard, just shove them back down here. They go in somewhat. So, just put these wires back in. And then, as soon as you got that done, screw the plate back in that goes over. Just set the wires down in the right place, and then just put this cover on it, which is not currently liking me. But it figured out a way to play nice, so now grab a couple of those screws. Almost all except for the flywheel cage are all silver screws, which is helpful. And so, and I would suggest back threading so you don't strip out your screws. So, just one screw there, install that plate back. And then, next thing to do would be to probably add this plate here, which is the plate that goes over the rev switch. And that takes one single screw. And just screw that down. And And so now that's in there. I don't currently have batteries in, but it'll hold the rev switch in place. Now, I am not going to put anything back under here. You could put stuff back under here. I'm not going to. That's just my choice and how I like to do it. I'm not going to put anything back under there. Nothing that'll impede, so just screw this plate back down, and takes 2 of these silver screws. Just simply screw it back on in there. I am currently being beaten by a screw. Score is now 2-0. Now the score is 3-0. Okay. If this takes much longer, I'm going to have to make another cut to put in this screw. Aha! I got it. Okay. Nice. Now, just gotta finish putting this blaster all together. Pieces that you won't need are all of these pieces here. And I'm also going to leave out the jam door, because in this blaster, I think it impedes too much when you're trying to clear a jam. So, I'm going to leave the jam door out and these 3 locks. So, now you just gotta reassemble. Assemble here. Put the spring back on. Controls that. And then, now you just gotta screw in all of these screws back into their proper holes. And then you will be good. You will have everything back where it needs to be. So, I had to do every screw but one in this blaster with a number 0 because the screw holes were too small for a number 1. Which is just a good thing to note. And so, now I gotta remember to put back in the flywheel cage because that's important. Sorry for my hand. Cramped workspace, and this is not professional by any means. I'm a teenager uploading a video that we'll see how many likes it gets. I don't know. This is a real simple, easy thing, so it ain't no big deal to do this blaster. And as far as I can tell, that is all of the internals back where they need to be. Leaving all 2 of the electrical locks out. And took out all 3 mechanical locks. Two mechanical locks. And the jam door. And so, this is how I'm going to leave the blaster. I will have to put batteries in it, and then it'll be good to go. So, thank you for watching. See you guys next time.